Hello everyone. It's going to be maybe a little noisy where I'm sitting. I don't know, it seems peaceful to me, but audio, it's a little weird. And I'm sure the kids are going to come out and drive me nuts at some point. I'm like, what is that? I get distracted out here. And if I get a tick, I'm just saying, they keep jumping on me. But I'm sitting under the willow tree. Isn't it pretty? I fucking love this tree. So I just kind of chill, and the wind's blowing all its branches. I don't know if you can see. It's so pretty. Anyways, who gives a crap? I was just rewatching one of the videos I did where I was in the car and I could see traffic. I get distracted, like I said. And I can't remember why the fuck I even wanted to do this now. Well, whatever. I was watching that and I was reminded of some stuff, and if it's important, it will come up. Because I hate repeating myself, but if I repeat things, it's because it's important. And I keep saying the shell on the shelf, she'll know, she'll fucking know. Well, I keep feeling like shit's crawling on me. But anyways, I hate ticks, I hate bugs. So that's why I'm like, ooh. But anyways, I was in the bathroom, and for the first time ever, I keep talking about the fucking man in the mirror and all that shit, and I swear if there's someone that can legit see me in the bathroom, what the fuck is wrong with you is all I gotta say. But besides that, we only had one light bulb that worked in there for a long time, and my kid's father, when he came back with the Rona when he showed up and tried to infect us all, but you know, disease control stepped in, the CDC. Jessica was cleaning shit like crazy. We all were good. I was like, you're quarantined, motherfucker. Get the hell out of here. But anyways. Yeah, he got mad at me one day because he wanted to come up and ask me a question. He started coming in my room. I'm like, don't bring the fucking Rona in here. Like, no. Like, I'll talk to you somewhere else, motherfucker. Anyways, don't touch my pillows and shit. I don't want to get sick. I hate the road I live on. I fucking hate it. But anyways, it sounds like I'm in a city, but I'm not. I'm just not. It's just the main fucking road. You should hear it when it's the 250 going on. Traffic's ridiculous, and I can hear the racetrack from my house, which is bullshit. But anyways, before I get into the shells on the shelf, this beer... Logan goes, my son, he goes, Mom, I didn't know they made taro beer. And I was like, they don't. But he knows me, and I look for signs and stuff. And when I was looking at the beers and I was like, oh, I'll try something new, it caught my eye because it said 4 giants in the haze of destiny. I was like, this is not a sponsorship, but it's actually really good. It's pretty smooth for an IPA. It's not, it's a lighter one. It's not wicked hoppy. It's fucking delicious. But anyways, I don't drink beer much anymore because it makes you fat, but at least the beer I like. I won't drink that Bud Light shit. It's like drinking water. It's how you rehydrate, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I was in the bathroom, and I'm sitting there on a shitter, and I looked in the mirror, and I saw because I had moved these little jars that I had of seashells, and I moved them to the shelf behind the toilet, and I could see it in the mirror, and I never looked at it this way before. I keep talking about solar fields, solar panels, solar power, crap like that. Well, these little jars have like a little solar thing on it, which is why they used to be in the window, because the sun would come in and then they'd light up and whatever at night. Well, I'm drinking beer, so I'm going to be burping, just like when I have soda or when I channel, so you guys are used to it. But anyways, I moved them out of the windowsill to clean the windowsill because the window's open, and I'm like, if anyone tries to climb in that, I'll know because I just cleaned it, you know, and that's why I've been keeping the house as clean as possible, because I want to know when there's some dirty mofos showing up, you know. And I just like a clean house. But the dirty boys I live with, yes, I'm sorry, kids, but you fucking stink, and you're dirtying my house. I'm being 100% here. I've told you to your fucking face. Faces. because there's 3 of you now. I don't know how I wrote myself into this shit. I just don't. I keep picking up strays, apparently. But the pound's going to be closing soon, I'm just saying. Because people aren't listening to me and I'm getting pissed. But that's a whole other fucking subject matter, and I will discuss that privately with whoever. But anyways, the shelves on the shelf. She'll know. And I'm just staring at them. And there's like paintings behind there that my daughter did, like of the ocean and shit. Because the whole theme when my mom used to live here was, because she rented this place first. So it's been in the family for a hot minute, you know. And this place is like over 200 years old. It's awesome. But anyways, she had this whole beach theme, and she still does where she's at. Like she has a whole, like, you're on beach time, just relax, signs like that, and seashells everywhere. Well, that's what it reminded me of. But I said in my last video that hasn't uploaded yet, well, it wasn't the last one, but it's the last one that I started uploading when I was driving. I said, Mama's gonna get you. Mama's gonna get you. So I don't know if that's me being Mama. I'm gonna get these kiddos because someone's up to some fuck shit. Because I already had a conversation with one of them. Anyways, are you listening? Are you really listening? Not just hearing what I'm saying? I hope so. Anyways, I don't know, it reminded me of my mom for some fucking reason because she's got all that crap. But it's like the shell on the shelf, she'll know. But the shotgun shells too, that crap is still there. Someone put that shit there. And how I know this is, okay, so my old landlord, for years, you know, even when I rented from him, if any tenants moved out, because I was always a clean tenant, I kept my house clean, I kept the yard clean, I kept the place nice, you know, and we were on the same page with that. So whenever anyone would move out, he would ask me, like, hey, can you clean this place? I'll pay you to do it, because he knew that, you know, I needed help, whatever. So I helped him, he helped me, kind of thing. So that's what we did off and on. And he had messaged me and I didn't answer on Facebook or something. And then he ended up coming over. He stopped by the house because I hadn't answered. And, you know, he knew that I was dealing with some shit and stuff. So I think it was like a mini check-in. And, like, are you okay? You know, I'm going to make my presence known that you actually do have at least one friend. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like that's what that was, on top of, like, you know, I need you to do this kind of thing. So he had asked me in person, and I gave him my number. Because he didn't even have my telephone number. We just talked on fucking Facebook. So I gave him my number. And then, you know, I said, yeah, I'll clean the place for you. Just call me, let me know when, and whatever. Well, he had called, and he told me, he said, the place is unlocked. I left the key inside. He didn't tell me where, and I really didn't know where. I was thinking, I hope I find a fucking key. Well, if I'm cleaning the whole place, I'll find it. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. But besides that, he just said, I'll unlock it, leave the key in there, and just let me know when you're done. Like, he didn't tell me to do it that day or whatever, because it was kind of late in the day. And I said, I'll get to it tomorrow. And I had every intention of doing it the next day. But then I was like, I said to myself, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a day. And I ended up waiting 2 days, so it was technically 3 days before I did it, because I ended up getting busy with other crap and whatever. But I'm telling you, people hear my phone calls, they hear shit, they just do. Because when I went into that place, first of all, the energy was nuts. And I was paranoid as a motherfucker in that place. Like, I was like, lock the doors, grab your keys. I mean, it was nuts. I've already explained certain things. I have pictures of everything I found, too. And it blew my mind. The shells on the shelf, she'll fucking know. Yeah, I do know. And because I waited and people who listened knew the place was unlocked. They knew where it was because they fucking follow me. Someone went in there and put certain things in that place. Because anyone who would move out would not leave the shit that was there. They just, I mean, I'm sorry. Even if I was a drug addict, even if I was a dealer, even if I was, especially if I was doing shit that's against the law, I'd make sure all that crap was cleaned up. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. They just weren't very careful. Either this person didn't give a flying fuck when they left, or someone heard that and put all that crap in there. Or some of it. I think it was some of it, not all of it. Yeah, because some of the stuff that was left behind, I think was an accident by whoever lived there, because there was a broken crack pipe. And I kept talking about the honeybees and the honey, you know, like the bees' nest and shit. The bees are buzzing. Well, the crack pipe said honeydew on it, and it had like a little beehive picture. It was broken, and there was like 2.5 chores, which if you don't do drugs, you don't know what that is. But it's basically the metal crap they put in there for their product. And it had blue in it. And I was like, why? I was like, whoever used this didn't know what they were doing. Because they used an SOS. Oh, I kept doing SOS. They used an SOS pad as their tour, because it's metal, but there's soap on it. Well, that will fuck your breathing up, I'm just gonna say. Big time. Because that's not the proper crap to use. I'm not teaching anyone how to do this shit. I'm just saying, no one uses SOS pads. No one. I mean, if you're in a real pinch, you better fucking fire that shit right off. I'm just saying, but someone was breathing in chemicals that they shouldn't have been breathing in. Because he wants to. The dog's digging a hole over there, apparently. Kid's father's here. Oh, he's got beer. Someone who doesn't have money has beer. That's good. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, he might have... Oh, I don't know. There was something... I don't fucking know what he said. I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. But anyways, yeah, so I found that shit in there. And when I talked to my old landlord, I was like, you'll never believe what I fucking found. And I bagged certain stuff up in the trash, and I put certain stuff in like just a plastic trash can, because I was like, what if, you know? And I took pictures of everything, and I have it backed up, so any motherfuckers want to try me, go ahead. But anyways, I was like, did you know about all this? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I told him, and then I showed him, and he's like, are you fucking kidding me? He goes, I always knew this guy was a pain in the ass. I just didn't know why. And I kept hearing the lumber yard. Well, he redid the deck outside, and it had the Hammond Lumber fucking logo shit on the outside of it. And I was like, this is the lumber yard. I was talking about stolen crap, growing weed, drugs, all that shit. All of it was there. They dumped 90% of it out back. Because I told him, I was like, dude, there's like a little party pit, and then they put a bunch of trash out back. And I showed him right where it was. I was like, follow me. And there were bullet holes in the windows and everything. So all that crap that I was freaking out about, going, oh, there's a sign in the window, she's been struck down. That was in there. The back bedroom had a broken window, as if somebody either got pissed and punched it, or someone broke in. And I heard, because when I cleaned the house, I was like, we'll start here and work our way forward, like work our way to the other bedroom, like through the place. I don't know what that means, but that's what I said. I said it. Like, I was literally acting like these people. And like I said, I was paranoid. I made sure everything was locked. And there was an abandoned car outside. I had a dream about a black car. I kept saying, I'm just going to pitch a tent in the woods. Fuck it. There was a tent in the back of the car, too. No license plates, no nothing. Fuck. The plate where this car came from from Auburn, Maine. I don't know. It's in the It's in the shed. I touched it and it made me sick. And I threw it and I was like, no. I found an earring too that made me sick too. Someone lost an earring. I keep doing this. But anyways, when I was in there, I was acting like these people and I was getting all fucking paranoid and shit. And I kept hearing, it's good enough. You know, cleaning, like, oh, this is good enough. This is good enough. And I know, first of all, I was gonna say I know how to clean. I know, because I do. I'm like wicked anal retentive. But I know how my old landlord is. Like, he's very particular. Like, he would want me to clean the place top to bottom. And I kept going, good enough, good enough, good enough. And I'm like, this is not coming from him. Like, it just isn't. Like, oh, it's good enough. Like, whatever. And I kept beating my chest like King Kong. And I found this big jug of glycerin, which is a caustic fucking material. I don't know. And it has a picture of a gorilla pounding his chest on it. So that was in there too. I kept saying Thanksgiving significant. They're in purple and blue and pink and all kinds of shit. Well, anyways, there was a purple turkey baster, the wild turkeys, and a vegetable peeler, which is significant. 16 minutes in. Yes. Well, 16:28, whatever, 24, whatever it was. But anyways, when I worked my way into the bedroom, the front bedroom, which I call the back bedroom, but it's actually the front, there were 2 bullet holes. One was tiny, one was bigger, and one it was a double pane window. So one, or the window was up or something. Oh, it was 2 panes. One was, it was like a fucking big hole like that, and it cracked the one on the inside, so nothing went through to the inside, but it hit the outside ones. And the bottom one was small enough that it only cracked the bottom. But when I stepped in that room, I heard, just put him in the bathroom. And I'm like, who the fuck is him? And I kept hearing it, put him in the bathroom, just put him in the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I set my phone in the bathroom thinking someone was in my phone. It was just like, and it was my new phone. So I put my phone in the bathroom and I walked out and I'm just like, why the fuck did I do that? It's just weird. And then when I went to clean, it got even weirder because that's when I found a crack pipe and shit. Someone had left empty toilet paper rolls on my counter in the bathroom too, and there were 3 of them underneath the bathroom sink with, I keep doing this, with a Q-tip, and the crack pipe and the chores and shit like that. Well, I saw a banana peel on the side of the road. I kept singing, this shit is bananas. Well, there was a banana sticker up in the corner behind the shitter. And I cleaned the toilet first, which that bathroom wasn't that bad because I think there was a plumbing issue. Or maybe they just smoked in there. Who the fuck knows? But there was one when I was there, like a plumbing issue. I feel like somebody shoved something down there. So when the plumber comes, maybe they'll find whatever the fuck they flushed. Because all the drains were fucked. So I couldn't even clean it. And the shower looked like someone with shoes on was standing in there because there was dirt on the floor. I sprayed it down, but I couldn't do anything else because the drains were fucked. But I'm like, put him in the bathroom. So if shit went down, someone was hiding in the bathroom for one. But even if that wasn't the case fully, they were smoking crack in there. They were, because it didn't smell like it when I walked in originally. And I know this scent. I know all the chemicals that I'm talking about and whatever. I know what that's about from my past. Well, it was fine in there. I was just started sweeping the floors first, which I don't know why I swept them first, because usually I go the top down, because if I'm dusting the ceiling and cleaning everything, I'll just sweep last. I don't know, I did that. I did shit backwards in that fucking room. But anyways, it just was so weird. And I walked into the bathroom, and without even spraying any cleaner or anything, all of a sudden I could smell that chemical smell, that crack smell. I don't know, anyone who's been around it knows what it fucking smells like. And you can tell. Even if you don't know what it is, you can smell something. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like what is that? And I'm like, oh, I know what this is. And the second it clicked in my head, I started coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing. Like, I'm sorry, but when you smoke crack, you don't cough that much. I mean, you cough, but like, I was hacking up a lung like I was gonna die. And the sink was clogged, so I'm like, I can't. And I ran into the kitchen, turned on the faucet, and started coughing and like coughing out crap. Like there was shit in my lungs or something. And I was watching it circle the drain, which I've had this happen before. Like, I've seen this before. And I'm like, oh, I'm standing there going, no, I'm good. Like, I'm good, man, I'm good. You know, I'm good. The fucking bugs are driving me nuts. But anyways, that's how I felt. And then I'm like, what the fuck was that? Because this was before I found the fucking crack pipe. I had no clue. And I'm just like, huh. I'm like, well, someone was doing some fuck shit in here, you know? So I go back in, I start cleaning, I open up the cupboards, and then I find that, and I'm like, oh. And then I found the blue on the chores, and I was like, oh. Someone was smoking more than just what they bought. Probably fucked their lungs right up, I'm just saying. Probably a couple people. Yeah, a few people. There's a lot of men in that place, I'm just saying. They didn't rent it, but there's a lot of dudes there. There's a few women, but mainly men. Because there was a lot of masculine energy. There was a dog there, too. But I felt all of that. I really did. Like, legit. My thumb's lighting up. I did. I felt it all. I feel energies in places, and I was feeling it before I even went there, probably because I knew I was going to go there. But the other reason why I feel like I felt it is because I know... Little green bug, get out of my hair. You little green fucker. Anyways, it's because I know some of the people that went there, that hung out there, that partied there in that little circle sand pit area with the butane covers and the red Solo cups and all the trash and the purple buckets taped together and all that crap. Which I have pictures of everything, like I said. Good luck finding it, but I have it all. Oh, and the insulin poisoning. Someone is diabetic, and if they're really not, they were giving it to certain someones, because that will fuck your day up or kill you if you're not diabetic. Just saying. But anyways, all that crap is there. And I felt it all beforehand. And the reason why I felt it is because someone in my energy has been there. A few someones. A few. Someone was literally showing me that. Because I know some of the crap was just there, but not all of it. I'm just saying. I'm not an idiot. There was also 22 shell casings right up the road when I was walking near my house. I found the shotgun shells, the 80 cals or whatever the fuck they're called, the full metal jackets. I never seen them. There's just one in a jar that I got from a gun range. But besides that, I was talking about that. I was saying, because when I had my weapon, which I don't anymore, but when I did, which is fine by me, I'll get another one when the time is right. Just with everyone trying to make me look crazy, I think Spirit was like, you know, yeah, sell it, because something's going to backfire on you if you have it, because if everyone thinks you're nuts and then you shoot an intruder, you're fucked, basically. So that's why I think that's not here, which is totally fine with me, because I don't even know if I could shoot anybody, to be honest. Like, that's just not, I don't know, it's just not my gig. I would like to learn and target practice and do all that for protection and for fun, but it's just the timing, you know what I mean? But anyways, I had the target rounds or whatever, which would be a through and through, and I had asked my kid's father, I said, what type of ammo do you get where you don't get collateral damage? If you shoot someone and someone's behind them, it's less likely for the other person to get shot too. And I think he had said something about a full metal jacket, but I can't remember. Like, he goes, I don't know, and I can't remember what he said. But I had talked about it because I didn't want, like, that was one thing I was terrified of. Like, what if an intruder came in and then my son went to try to handle it and I shot and that, you know what I mean? Like, that's the shit that scares me. I don't understand it enough to go there. Do you know what I mean? And until I have a full understanding, that won't be something I use. I'm just saying, anything can be a weapon if it has to be. And hopefully I'll have someone around who knows how to do that crap. But besides that, that was my only concern with a gun, because I'm not well versed in it. I'm just not. And I'm going to be 100%. My father told me, he said, if you're ever afraid of something, don't do it until you have a full understanding. I'm not afraid of guns. I used to be because of the loud noises and shit. And I have a better understanding than I did before, but I'm still not trained. Do you know what I mean? And because of that, I'm not comfortable with it until I am. And I think that is perfectly reasonable. So I'm probably saying that for a reason. But yeah, I don't have a weapon anymore, even though the cops think I still do. But I sold it, unfortunately. But I'll get another one eventually. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking butthurt about it. But I just heard you should be. Well, I'll get another one. It is what it is. I've even asked friends and stuff to show me, like to teach me, to take me out, like to a range and shit or whatever, and no one ever has. Like, oh, I could do that, and then they never fucking do. And it's like, yeah, okay, well, you guys are trained. I'm not. And there's a difference. There really is. I've been around them and stuff. Like, my dad's a hunter and shit. But he never took me out doing that stuff. The only thing I ever did was hold his rifle when he was cleaning it. And it was too heavy for me because I was like 8 years old or something. And I remember, I'm like, I can't hold it. But that was a long time ago, you know, and that was about it. But I don't think my father ever tried anyways, because he knew I was scared of loud noises. And I was for a very, very long time. I think part of that comes from a past life experience, because I've overcame it. Like, I still get a little sometimes, depending, but it's almost like a sense of PTSD when I was a kid. Anytime someone would yell, the motorcycle, the lawnmower, a backfire, a gunshot, anything like that, I would literally be like freaking out, like losing my shit. And I know that I was a soldier in a past life. I know I was. I was a man. I've been a man multiple times in different lifetimes, but that was a long, long, long time ago. But apparently I was shell-shocked or some shit as a kid. Because I don't know. I was terrified of that shit. Terrified. But I'm not anymore. I haven't been for a long time, actually. I used to be terrified of the dark, too. Not so much anymore. Even as an adult, not even shitting you. I wanted a nightlight in my 20s. Like, I really did. Just being real with y'all. But I actually like the dark now, because I walk around and I close my eyes as if I'm a blind person. And maybe that was my grandfather showing me, like, it's okay to not be able to see with your eyes, because you have all this. You have all these other senses. You know what I mean? So if you lose your sight, everything else enhances, and it does. And I literally would walk around the house like a blind person. I'd be like, I know every inch of this house. I just do. If it's pitch black, I'll find my way around before any other motherfucker, I'm just going to say. And I know every noise, every creak, every crack. So if someone's in it, I know. And there were people in my house. I so wish I opened the door that day. I really do. Because I was laying on the couch the day that the fire department showed up, because my mom called them for the carbon monoxide crap, because I called her and told her what was going on. But I had opened all the windows up and aired the house out, because I used to be a firefighter, so I knew exactly what they were going to fucking do. They were going to check the boiler. They were just going to check for CO. And I knew what it was. Like, my son was passed out on the couch. I was feeling loopy. And I'm just like, and I heard the boiler fire extra. Like, I know when it kicks on and kicks off and how it sounds. And it sounded like someone went with the fucking thing. And it was right under my ass. And I'm like, that sounds weird. It's never done that before. And it hadn't. No, it hadn't. But anyways, and then I started getting a headache. That's how it started, which I've been in a house where the carbon monoxide was fucked before. And that's how it started. I had a headache, and then I started feeling really tired and whatever. The kids were passed out in the living room, and I was like, it's weird that they're asleep. And then when I started getting a headache, all of a sudden the detector went off, and I was like, fuck. So I aired the house out and tried to wake the kids up, and we almost had to go to the hospital. If we would have been in the house any longer without a detector, we would have been in the hospital or dead. And it's like a silent killer. So I opened every fucking window up, and it was fucking winter time in Maine, and I'm like, fuck it, we're freezing before we die of this shit. And I would sleep with my window open after that. I was like, I'm not taking no fucking chances. I'm just not. But anyways, I heard these motherfuckers in my house. I heard the bangs in the basement, and then I heard people creaking up the stairs going, I literally heard this. If you're going to tell people to shh, you don't need to make the shh sound. You just go. I'm telling you, people were retarded. They really were. And I was screaming profanities at them in the living room. Like, I'm going to die today kind of thing, because these people are going to get so pissed at me for calling them retarded and all kinds of shit. I'm just like, you guys are the worst fucking criminals ever. If you're going to break in, you're going to be quiet. I was like, I can hear you guys fart and sneeze and cough and climb up the fucking stairs. And the second I said it, they would stop. And I wouldn't hear anything for like a minute, and then all of a sudden I'd hear because of the stairs. And I just kept going. I'm like, bring it, bitches. I was just sitting on the couch. I had the sword. I'm like, I'm ready. If you got a bullet, that sucks, but I'm ready. And I was watching The Witcher. And it was a good episode, actually. I think it was when he was trying to find destiny. It's when he first learned about his destiny. And the haze of destiny. You know what I mean? Literally. And my son was passed out. I don't know if he was drugged or what, because I never seen him like that. And that was what would happen to me. He was so, because even if Logan's tired, like, he could literally have an hour of sleep. And if I go, hey bud, wake up, he'll be like, okay, what's up, mom? Like, he's just kind of tired, you know, and he'll still do what he needs to do, and he'll go right back to bed. But I couldn't figure out the Xbox because I'm not a gamer, so I don't know this shit. And I wanted to watch The Witcher. That's how it all started. And I'm like, buddy, wake up. Wake up. And he wouldn't wake up. And I'm like, why won't you wake up? And then all of a sudden he woke up and he goes like this. It's like, and I'm like, are you okay? Like, he hadn't drank or anything. And I'd never seen him like that. And he was just kind of like falling all over himself. And I was like, I can't work the Xbox. And he's like, oh, okay. And I handed him the controller, and he just sat there and went. I'm like, I don't think you're going to be much help. So I took the controller and figured it out myself. He literally just laid back. It was just like catching flies. Like, so I just made sure he was breathing. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on here? It was like someone drugged him. That's what it looked like. That's what it seemed like, at least, because that was before the whole furnace started doing its funky shit. And I was just like, I've never seen him like that since. Never. Even if he drinks. I know he's a minor, but, you know, teenagers do stupid shit sometimes. And I seen him wasted. And he still didn't even act like that. And I'm like, what the shit is going on? He had no clue. He couldn't even remember. He didn't even remember me waking him up, talking to him, nothing. He remembered nothing. And I was like, all right, well, it's happened to me. It's happened to you. It also happened to Emma because she was in her bed one night talking on her video chat thing with her friend Christina, and they were just, being teenage girls, just talking and shit. And then all of a sudden, Emma passed out. She just fucking passed out with Christina on the phone. And Christina can vouch for this because she was on the fucking phone when it happened. And Emma told me, she goes, Mom, she's like, my friend got mad at me because I stopped talking. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, I don't know what happened. She's like, I was fine. And then I got a little sleepy. And then all of a sudden, just everything went blank. She just passed out. That has never fucking happened to her before. And then I start talking about it publicly, and all of a sudden, it stops. People think I'm fucking retarded, I'm just saying, but I might have a few beers, but I can hold my alcohol. I'm not calling myself an alcoholic or anything, but three or four beers is not gonna fucking make my ass pass out. It really isn't. Hell, one time, not proud of this, but I had almost a whole fifth of whiskey, and I was still coherent. Like, could walk around, talk normal, whatever. And I think it's because I ate that day and stuff. I don't know, but regardless, it's not something to be proud of. It's just, it comes naturally. I guess. I don't fucking know. But anyways, I don't do that all the time. I really don't. Like, I don't drink every day or anything like that. But, and you know how sometimes you're like a lightweight and sometimes you're not? Like, that can happen. But I'm sorry. If I can drink that much whiskey and be coherent and walk and talk and be normal and not be like, you know what I mean? 4 beers is not going to fucking throw me over. 4 beers or a sip of whiskey is not going to make me pass out. But it was. It was. So I want to know what the fuck was in there, I'm just going to say. I know I keep talking about it, but it just don't make no fucking sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense. Because before all this fuck shit, no joke, I literally had probably passed out 3 times in my entire life when it comes to drinking. The first time almost killed me because I was 14 and it wasn't even a party thing. It was alcohol poisoning, bad situation, whatever, and I did die. Actually, they had to restart my heart twice. So there was that time. And then there was a couple times when I was married to Andrew in the beginning, like, there was a couple parties we went to. One of them was Sandy's party because, St. Patty's Day type shit. I did way too many Jello shots on top of what I was drinking, and yeah, it was kind of blackoutish, you know what I mean? And then there was another time when we went to a place in Portland when a friend of ours was in a band and he was playing whatever the fuck they were playing. Absence of Innocence is what they used to be called. But anyways, we went there, and actually a friend of mine from hair school went with us because she was living with us temporarily back then. I got wasted that night to the point of what the shit happened after we left the place. That type of shit. And I was in my 20s, early 20s, and it was when we had a babysitter and all that crap and whatever. It was a let loose type thing. But I have never, and I swear on my life, on my children, everything, I have never gotten to that point since. Never. Because I don't like it. I like my happy buzz if I want to, but I don't want to get like that. You know what I mean? And I don't. But it's happened recently. When it doesn't normally happen with the amount that I drink. So, tell me how fucking weird that is. I'm just saying. But anyways, nobody believes me, so I don't care. But regardless of believing me or not, I have all this evidence. I legit do. Like, I'm backing up the things that I'm feeling and seeing, because some of the things that I feel and see aren't for me. Some of them are, which is terrifying. But besides that, like, I'm literally picking up on other people's situations and I'm feeling it. especially the people that I'm connected to. If it's something wicked serious, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know. I might not always know who it's for, but I know. And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna make sure everyone fucking knows, because I don't want anyone to go through it. You know what I mean? So if it sounds like your situation, then be prepared, because the shit I say happens. It legit does. It does. I just heard someone knows. Well, first of all, there are people that know about the crap I'm talking about, but someone's understanding. Someone's going, holy shit. Like, reflecting. There's a sense of reflection here. Someone knows. Yeah. Someone's listening. Which is good. I want you to fucking listen. Like, really listen. There are no coincidences in your own life, in mine, and whoever's. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I do this shit for a reason. I do it to help other people, because I don't give a fuck about myself. I really don't. I mean, I want to be here because I love life, and I want to continue to help people. So it's not like I'm suicidal or anything, because I'm not. But, and I want to be here for my kids and stuff. But I'm not afraid of the other side. I'm not afraid of death. I'm really not. Like, if anything like that is headed my way, if it can't be stopped, it can't be stopped. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I want to make sure that everyone is living the best life for themselves possible, and that they're not harming anyone else. That's all I care about, you know? And for some reason, why the fuck is this coming up? Okay, I am not a cheater, and I am not a liar. I tell the truth even if you don't want to hear it, because I'd rather hurt you with the truth than comfort you with a fucking lie. And I don't cheat. I don't. There has been infidelity in my past that has happened to me multiple fucking times with actually every single person I've ever dated. Yep. Every single person I've ever dated has cheated on me. That's kind of fucked up. I just attract retards. Sorry for the R word. That means stunted people. I'm not talking about the people who actually have mental issues in their, you know, whatever. I'm not making fun of anyone like that. No. Nay. So just be aware when I say that, because I don't normally use that word. I know I say it a lot lately, but I'm in somebody else's energy when I say that. But no, I'm not a cheater. I'm just not. I don't know why I feel like I have to explain myself. I feel like I've done this before, but like I've explained myself before. But there's like someone, and I know who it is, will be like, yes, you are a cheater. And that's what they'll say. And I've already had this conversation one-on-one with him, and he knows exactly why what happened. I'm not naming names, but because he was talking to an underage girl, telling her that he loved her, and well, she was on her senior trip and all that shit. Not to mention he had cheated on me multiple times before this dude even tried what he tried. But before he even tried what he tried, I kept saying no. And I had even said, because I cut hair and stuff, I had even said to the person I was with at the time, I said, I don't want to be alone with this person. You know, even though this dude was married, I said, I don't want to be alone with him. Can you please be here when I cut his hair? And he kept telling me, yep, I'll be there. Well, he wasn't there. And I said, well, he's going to be here at such and such a time. He goes, well, I don't know what to tell you, I won't be there. Well, guess what? That guy cornered me in the kitchen, pinned me against the counter. And when I finally went to walk down the hallway, because I'm like, oh, my kid's going to wake up because they were taking a nap. Thank God, Logan, he was little. Thank God he walked out of his bedroom door. He woke up. That was my saving grace. Because if the kids were asleep, I know exactly what would have happened. And the second my son came out of his room, the man turned around, left the money on the counter for the haircut, and left. He didn't say a word to me because I knew exactly what was going to happen. And I was thinking, oh shit, like this, fuck. It's like I don't want anyone in my fucking house, like, you know. I'm not naming names. That motherfucker knows who he is, and so do a few other people. But anyways, yeah. I'm not the lying, cheating type. I'm just not. And I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about that. I don't give a crap about that. I wanted a cigarette, but I don't know what I did with them. Oh, they're right here. Well, this is long enough, so I guess we're going to end it on that note. Well, that's kind of a shitty note to end it on. So, give me something happy, Spirit. You know what's cool? Is every time I'm sitting in the garage, I'll be thinking of someone or something or whatever. And it's like, why the hell am I doing this? Why am I doing it? Like, whatever, you know, just asking why. And a little birdie will show up on the grass. It's like little messengers. I'm like, that's why I'm doing it. That's happy. That's a happy note. Better not be any text on me. I legit am like, I freak out about this stuff. My mom just bought me new shoes. They're white. They're not white no more, and I've only worn them a few times. White's not my color, Mom. If you're watching this, I love them. They're comfy, but get black or pink. Like, I like the neon pink, neon blue, shit like that. I mean, they're cute, but they're not going to be cute for long. They're already getting shitty. I walk in the woods. Who the fuck gets white for the woods? Like, I'm just saying, that's where I walk. I don't walk on the road much, because cars are crap, but, and I sit under the tree, which is where the name came from, and I didn't even realize it, because it's a willow tree, and there's vines going up it, see? Hallelujah. So there you go. I guess that's the message for right this second. Yep, we're gonna end it because I gotta pee. Just look at my driving video. I still have a personal to do. It's all about timing, and I'll be doing it tomorrow. I really will be. Today, I don't know. I was all gung-ho for it, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. So there's a sign in that, if you're watching. Your name begins with an A. It's a female. She knows who she is. But anyways, if you see this before you get your personal, just know, I don't know, whenever I do weird things like that, it always ties in. I don't get it. It's almost like a sense of avoidance or something. I shouldn't be saying it. Well, whatever. No one knows who you are. I know who you are, and I love you. And thank you so much for your support and your continued business, basically. I have a lot of return clients that I absolutely adore, and you guys know who you are. Like, I light up when you guys message me. It's just like, oh, and I just want to say, okay, there's a lot of Nicoles out there. Nicole, you know who you are, because I'm not saying your last name or anything. No, you did not bum me out with your message or anything. I read part of it, and then I got sidetracked because I think my kid interrupted me or something. I was like, fuck, I gotta go back to this. And then you messaged me back thinking that I bummed you out, or that you bummed me out or something, with what you were telling me. No, anyone can always email me and share whatever they want to share with me, and I will answer at the right time. And if you want to make me something, send me something, go right ahead. Like, I have no problems with that, and I don't think that you're crazy or psycho or anything like that. I really don't. I really, really don't. And I think that you're a beautiful person, Nicole. I really do. I just want you to know that, and don't get upset about me saying your first name, because no one knows who the hell you are. So it's all good, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. If not, I wouldn't be saying it on here. But you've been there for quite a while, actually. You have. You're very supportive, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand you. They don't understand the type of person you are or who you are. because I do feel like sometimes in certain situations with certain people, you might come on a little too strong, and it might make them back off a little bit. And I can totally relate, 100%, 100%, because I'm a very intense person myself. So just know that it's really not you, it's their own insecurities. And if anyone backs away from you because of your intensity, I guess, because I don't feel obsessive energy. It's not that. It's just like when you care, you care. Like when you give a shit, you really give a shit. And some people, especially broken people, they don't handle it well. They don't know how to deal with it. Misery loves company, you know what I mean? So just keep that in mind with certain people. It's coming to me for a reason, probably because it's hard for me to send emails because I get sidetracked a lot. But you've always been there. You're a good person. You have a beautiful soul. You have an amazing heart, and I do want to be your friend. I do. I might add you to Facebook, actually, sweetheart. I think I'm going to, so that we can talk. I'm not on there much, but just know that that's kind of where that energy's coming in. But I don't feel that way about you. I don't. And I appreciate the fact that you've reached out to me, that you've wanted to help me, and that you've been very supportive. You know, you've never met me, and it's rare. Your type of friendship is rare. It really is. And thank you. I also want to say thank you to Mama Core because she sent me an intro that she made for me for my channel, and I haven't done it. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'm going to, because it is absolutely beautiful, and the fact that she made it for me makes it even more special. It's simple and sweet, and it's right to the point, and I fucking love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, and I love you too. I think of you often. I really do, Mama. Your channel's gonna thrive. It might take some time, but you know more than you think you do. Keep going. Keep going. And don't be afraid to say certain things, because I feel like you hold back because you don't want to offend anyone. And I'm not talking about dropping the F-bomb and shit like that, because you know me, I don't give a fuck about, obviously. But it's not that. It's, don't be afraid to relay the truth, because sometimes the truth sucks. And the truth isn't for everyone, especially in a general reading. But if it comes to you, it comes to you for a reason. So don't be afraid to share it. Do you know what I mean? Find what works for you. Yeah, what works for you. Don't be like anybody else, you know, because you're you. You've gone through your struggles, your life, you know, whatever you've gone through. And I know, because we've talked and I've done readings for you and stuff. But share what you feel like you want to share, but you don't have to share. You don't even have to get into your personal life when it comes to reading tarot and stuff. But you are very gifted. You actually have picked up on my energy a few times. I've watched your stuff. I love your energy. I love your accent too. Like, I wish I had one. I probably do to you, but anyways, you're a beautiful person inside and out. You're absolutely gorgeous, because there are some insecurities there with your physical appearance, and I get it, because I feel the same way sometimes. It's like, where these wrinkles come from? Oh, I'm fat today, I'm bloated, I'm whatever. I totally get it. Every woman fucking feels that way from time to time, but a lot of it stems from the past and what we've been told, you know. And you are gorgeous. 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 If I was a lesbian, I'd do ya. But I'm not, so, you know, we can just be friends. But anyways, you know what I'm saying. I love you guys so much. Those are the two that stand out the most. There's a few other people that stand out to me too. There's names that are popping in my head, but I'm not going to say them because I don't know if they want me to. So if there's anyone who has interacted with me or gotten a personal reading and you're okay with me mentioning your name, if it comes up, comment below and let me know, because I will if it pops up. I just don't want to offend anyone, hurt anyone, or embarrass anyone. Do you know what I mean? And any names that I mentioned before, it wasn't due to embarrassment or hurting anyone. It was because it was necessary, and Spirit did it, not me. This is all me. Well, I mean, not 100%, but I don't know. It came through, and I know it's okay. So, anyways, I love you guys. If you like a personal reading, my info's in the box below. Just email me and whatever. Email me just to say hi. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Have a good night. I love you guys. Peace.